Hello and welcome to my Let's Play on Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. A game set in the Witcher universe, quite a bit different though than the regular Witcher games. This is kind of an isometric RPG, but you don't play normal battles, you play Gwent when you do battle, which is interesting. Gwent, if you don't know, of course is the card game from The Witcher 3, actually a standalone game as well now, a multiplayer card game, if you will. But yeah, this combines an isometric RPG with the card game Gwent, which is fairly interesting. Now I will say that I don't have a lot of experience playing Gwent. I played it a little bit when the standalone came out, or maybe even when it was still in beta, I'm not entirely sure. But that was like a year and a half or 2 years ago or something, quite a while at this point. So not a ton of experience in it. That said, there's 3 difficulties, and me being me, I'm still going to play Bonebreaker, which is the hardest. So Adventure is for players who want to sit back, relax, and enjoy the story with the option to skip battles. Battle Hardened for players seeking a moderate challenge and an impactful story. And Bonebreaker for players familiar with Gwent, which I'm not. But I know of the concept of it, and I kind of know how it works. I just don't really know all the cards and such, but that should be okay. I'm ready to put their skills to the test. Well, let's see them skills of mine, I suppose.
Hey, come on. Get them shackles off him. Poor sod can't eat proper.
Dunno, not sure I like that. What if he runs for it? He's worth a heap of coin.
Ah, bollocks. Been holding him a week, hasn't tried a thing. Why he up and bolt now? Matter of fact, got to thinking. What did a sweet, gentle chap like him do to get the Queen of Zerrikania so riled?
She's a shrew, that's what. Queen and witch in one. Worst of both worlds.
Enough about her. What do you say to one more of your tales? While we toss down some cards.
Ah, why not? And since you mentioned one queen... The year 1267. War hung in the air, its scent palpable. The mighty empire of Nilfgaard stood poised, greedily eyeing the northern realms just across the Yaruga. In light of the threat, the realm's sovereigns met in summit. They made declarations, pledged fraternal assistance, forged alliances, and then, in good spirits, dispersed. Among them, Meve, queen of the twin realms Lyria and Rivia. Know the name? Heard her beauty extolled? Justly so. Remarkable she was. Not for her graceful exterior, but for her persistence and courage. Where was I? As the Queen and her retinue neared her capital, Count Caldwell appeared. In Meve's absence, the Count was to have helped her son, the youthful Prince Willem, run the Twin Kingdoms. Caldwell had clearly ridden hard. Drops of perspiration dangled from his whiskers, his neck red and chafed from a ruff, starched stiff.
Hail, Your Majesty! Delighted to see you in good health. The summit, it ended fruitfully, I hope?
Yes, at its end letters were exchanged, documents signed. Paper. Time will tell of what value. That will suffice as cordialities go, Caldwell. Tell me what's happened, for I sincerely doubt sheer longing prompted you to ride out.
Indeed, Your Grace. Another circumstance inspired me to do so. The Strays of Spalla, the bandits, I was to tend to during Your Grace's absence. The situation's gotten out of hand, I fear.
Oh, we got an option. Disappointing, or settle down, Caldwell. We're gonna be nice.
Steady, Caldwell. Come now. Deep breath. All right. Speak. What has happened? Be precise.
As Your Grace ordained, I set out and was nipping at the bandits' tails for long. We pursued for weeks, until scouts returned, having sighted the Strays' camp in the forest near Lokeren. We waited for nightfall to surprise them as they slept. Alas, it proved a ruse. We found the tents empty. Straw-stuffed dummies round the fire. Soon, we learned that as we waited for the sunset, the Strays had snuck away, rounded our positions and ridden to Hawksburn.
I beg your pardon, my lord. The tax collectors.
That is where they station.
So the gold? All of it?
It's stolen, Your Grace, but I shall do all in my power to recover it. This I vow, if it be Your Grace's wish.
After weeks in the saddle, your Grace's wishes are modest. A hot bath and a night's sleep in her own bed. Yet, they shall have to wait. I must look personally to this matter. Your force, Caldwell, I will now command. You... send a herald to Hawksburn. They must prepare for the Queen's arrival. Air the rooms, dust off the porcelain. Make certain they do it.
Do it!
Do you see now, Reynard? I believe I foretold it would be thus. My son wasn't ready in the least to rule an entire country.
I confess, Prince Willem has much to learn yet.
Yes. And very little time.
Welcome to the Thronebreaker tutorial. Before embarking on your adventure, you should get acquainted with basic game mechanics. That's probably a good idea. You can control your character using the left mouse button. Follow the cobblestone road to reach the next stage of your journey. Well, alright then. Let's follow this cobblestone road, because that detour, or not detour, that shortcut is not allowed, apparently. So yeah, this is kind of the meat of the game, and Gwent being the other piece of meat, I suppose. You will expand your army throughout the game, but to do so you must collect the following types of resources: gold, wood, and recruits. You have 2,500, 540 of each, respectively. While on the road, you can find useful items and even new companions who will support you in battle. If you don't want to miss anything, be sure to thoroughly explore the map and complete side quests. Okay, that is definitely what I intend to do. Wait, what is she... Okay, there's something here. Oh, it's beyond him, actually. There's a pole here as well, which I can click. Okay.
Thought it were bandits.
I get recruits from this? Wait, I'm clicking it though. How am I doing this wrong exactly? I'm clicking it. Oh, right, I'm such an idiot. Oh, I'm still... Oh, you have to hold it. Okay, don't mind me. Don't mind me. Oh, this way. Do something with this as well then? Wait, so I need to move up to it and then... Okay, okay. I got this. Okay, so I do actually have to get close to things for it to light up and actually show me that I can interact with it. Which is interesting. I guess over time, though, we will learn what is interactable and what isn't, so I can keep an eye out for it. There's something right here, apparently. There's some more wood and some coin. How about that? I guess we should talk to that lady, too. But I want to grab this real quick. That's another 18 wood and some coin. Sounds good. Alright, lady, what's up? Why you gotta say things to me?
Milka. They stretched her over a fire till she told them where she buried her gold.
Okay. What's her name? Milka?
Rather die than tell him she would. But I know where she kept it. Sit tight. Sketch it out for you.
Oh, hello. Congratulations, you found a treasure map. Search the area and you may just find a secret location marked on the map with an X. Okay, there's a little hut and a tree stump below it. A little hut. There's no tree stump there. There's a little hut. There's something I can do with this, though. Wait, no, this is what I already picked up, isn't it? I guess it just kind of lingers. Alright. Search the area. There's a hut with a... I don't think this is it, though. No, I can't even get there, so that's clearly not it. Alright, I'm guessing it's somewhere ahead of where we currently are. Let's follow the road, I suppose. Alright, so this is going to be a super slow Let's Play on my end. I can tell you that right now. I'm going to take so much goddamn time with this. An obstacle blocks your path. To remove it, you will need to spend some of your resources. I don't want to do that. Can I not spend my resources? Your Majesty, it seems someone's felled an old oak which now blocks the road. Unfortunately, our wagons cannot go around it. How do you wish to proceed? Have the loggers sort the matter. Our soldiers should conserve their strength. Minus 25, we gain 50 of that. Issue access to the soldiers and put them to work. Minus 1, we gain 25, okay. I feel like gold's probably less valuable than this is. So I'm going to go for spending money on this extra wood. I'm going to go down here, though. Oh, there it is. There's the treasure right here. Can guarantee it. Dig it up. Ooh, baby. We got Renard Odo. Congratulations, you've discovered a card that can be used in the Gwent multiplayer card game. Oh, well, that's great. I don't really play that. Can I play it in this as well? That would be useful to me. I wasn't really planning on starting to play Gwent after this, but hey, who knows? Yeah, it would be nice if I actually got a card for this actual game as well, but I like the fact that it's like a crossover thing, like you can get stuff in this game that you can also use in a different one. But most interactive objects are marked clearly on your map, but not all. Some events cannot be predicted, so you'd best be prepared for anything. What are you trying to say to me right now?
Count Cornwell rode at the column's head, scanning its flanks with a wary eye that, despite his advanced age, proved very sharp indeed.
Your Majesty! Bandits! There! At the tree line!
The Count's footmen, unaccustomed to escorting their queen, sought to shield her with their bodies and assumed a tight formation to do so. They were promptly knocked aside as Meve charged headlong at the bandits, brandishing her blade and bellowing a ferocious cry.
Attack! Charge!
She's crazy. Is that it? Looks like it. Alright. We got ourselves a combat. The road's edge. Meve was convinced the bandits would flee to the cover of the forest upon realizing their grave mistake. After all, no ordinary bandit would dare attack the retinue of a queen. Yet the Strays of Spalla were a different breed. They held nothing sacred. A key battle in Meve's story. Unique cards may appear in your hand or deck. Unique cards will appear in this battle from a custom deck. Alright. Sounds good. Load last checkpoint. Oh, get me out of here! Cool. I'm loving this. This is exciting. This is the battlefield. You'll play your cards on the bottom half, and your opponent will play on the top. Alright, so this is my opponents right here, and this is us. These are our free cards currently, anyway. Units can be played on one of two rows, melee or ranged. I seem to remember in the regular Gwent game there's three. There's melee, ranged, and siege, I guess it's called, I'm not sure. But remember, the abilities of some cards may be different depending on the row you play them. Standard battle can last up to 3 rounds. The first to win 2 rounds wins the whole match. Players alternate their turns. During your turn you can play only one card, but you can use any number of abilities. The player who goes first in a match is the same who initiated the battle. In this case you encountered an ambush, so your opponent will have the first turn. We charged them though, so I don't know, whatever. Sure.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
To attack the queen?
Oh god.
An outrage!
The strength of each unit you play adds to your army's total strength. Sorry. The player whose army has the most strength points at the end of a round will win the round. Okay, that makes sense. Some units have armor. Armor absorbs a certain amount of damage dealt to the unit.
Your Grace, the men await. You must lead to begin the attack.
Well, yeah, that is how fighting usually goes. Most cards have an ability of some kind. To learn more about it, select the card and read its short description. Additional information will appear if you right-click on the card. Play any card. Well, first of all, I want to see what this does. Move 1 unit to the row opposite this unit and damage them by 1. Okay, but we didn't have any cards, so that doesn't do anything. Right, so we've got Lyrian Scytheman, Human Blitz. I don't know what Blitz means, but I'm guessing that's our faction or something. Loyal boost self by 5. We have Lyrian Arbalest, damage an enemy by the number of cards on this row, so that's not particularly good right now. I wonder if that counts itself as a card or not. Reach 2. What does that mean? Wait, hold on. Maybe reach. The distance in rows that you can target. Ah, gotcha. Trigger this ability when played is deploy. Okay. And play a copy of each adjacent unit from your deck. Well, that's probably better if we don't play it right away. Alright, Lyrian Scytheman. Makes the most sense. What is Loyal? Trigger this ability automatically when your leader's ability is used. Okay, what's our leader ability? Boost an ally by 4 and give it 1 armor. Cooldown 3. Okay. Right, let's chuck this guy down here.
Aye.
Salt of the earth, they are, Your Grace. They'd follow you into fire. You need simply say the word.
Scythen have the Loyal ability. This means their other abilities are activated every time you use Meve's ability. Yep, each leader has its own unique ability. To learn what it is, just select the leader. You already have. Meve's ability allows her to boost the unit's strength and add armor to it. She can use this ability once every few turns. To use Meve's ability, first select her, then select one of your units. Alright. Here you go.
I shall teach you to respect the crown, you dogs!
You dogs. Cannot make any more moves, it's time to end your turn. Go on then, bandits.
Yeah, yeah!
Whenever an enemy takes damage, boost self by 1. Okay. Alright. So if I play this here, it will only do 2 damage, but playing him is kind of a waste, isn't it? We should probably play this one first and then play him. Yeah, okay, let's do that.
Give me a target.
So you just do 2 damage to this guy, I guess. Actually, not sure. If I play... Okay, so this is not a question I have. I haven't played enough Gwent to know this. Were I to play this guy here in the middle, and I would spawn each one of these characters, would I once again be able to do the deploy of the Lyrian Arbalest that would spawn? If so, that would deal 5 damage, wouldn't it? So I should have done 2 damage on this guy, and then an extra 5 on him would have killed him. However, I guess it doesn't even matter if you killed him or not, because it still reduces their strength anyway. We'll find out in a moment, I suppose, when I play that card.
Look out! Seek cover! We are bombarded!
Oh, damn. This is a lot worse now. Your opponent's cards also have abilities. Be sure to read their descriptions and carefully and adopt your strategy accordingly. Alright. Play any card. Right, so let's still play this one over here, even though playing it here is definitely a lot better right now, because this guy's much better. But I want to see if this deploy immediately comes into play or not.
What?
He doesn't have any cards anymore anyway, so yeah, we put that one there, and I can still do that. Alright, so we can instantly kill that guy. Okay, that's good to know. I like that.
The Strays took tail and run. Yes! Our victory is assured! Sound the horns! May they sing praises of this triumph for ages!
Aren't we supposed to win 3 rounds though? We haven't got any cards anymore. When you play all your cards, the end turn button will turn into a pass button. When you pass, you will not be able to perform any actions until the start of your next turn. Alright. Oh, I have to hold it. Player's army has the most strength points at the end of the round will win the round. In the event of a tie, both players receive a victory point.
The battle's not yet done. It is better to conserve our strength. Prepare for a strike that will prove decisive.
Alright. Each player draws 3 cards from their deck. Okay.
Battle formation! Protect the queen!
Well, we know the player who won the previous round will play first in the next round. Alright. He's gonna do that thing where he moves cards away. I really don't like that you can't drag it in somewhere. You gotta click it and then put it. I'll get used to it, but...
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Oh, right. Gotta end my turn. I don't want to use this yet, because I want to play this one first.
Hey?
Alright, so he's already doing that. Fine. I guess I'll... so the reach of this is 2, so I'm guessing if I were to play her here, 1, 2, she won't be able to hit that. Is it a he or a she? It's probably a... Either way, I'm going to put you here.
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad
I could do this, but... Do I have any reason not to? I don't think I do. Kind of making a moose, yep. Already got this in the bag. I don't think their 2 cards would even do enough. Whenever an enemy takes damage, boosts off by 1. Alright. So, playing this here... doesn't really do... I mean, I can do some damage, but... I can kill that. No, because that one's out of range. So that's good to know that my row also counts as 1. So let's just do 3 there, I guess. And we got a pass. We're done.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
You've won 2 rounds in a row, which means you're the battle's victor. Congratulations. Thank you.
I congratulate you on your latest victory, Your Grace. The bandits stood not a chance.
Yeah, they got wrecked. Victory. Alright.
Matters seem indeed to have gotten out of hand, to put it mildly.
Meve said, arms crossed atop her shining breastplate.
They've grown bold. Doubtless after the raid on the manor, the tax collectors. I've not heard of an ambush on the high road afore.
Caldwell explained, avoiding his liege's wrathful gaze.
Enough, Caldwell. We must put things right. Come!
The Queen's retinue set out, cavalry in front, infantry and arbalists close behind, and, following in the rear, the bandits, bound in chains.
Alright. Good. What is this? Grab it. 13 wood, some monies. Bunch of murdered bandits right here. Alright. Okay. I can grab that too, so some gear. 21, 35, sure. Cool.
I do adore this prospect.
Yes. Lyria, the Pearl of the North. With its hills and dales. Why, its beauty matched only by that of its queen.
After 3 weeks in the saddle, I've my doubts, Count. We shall pitch camp here. Our soldiers need respite. A spell of it they deserve.
To survey your army, you must first pitch camp. Pitch camp by pressing the tent button on the left side of your screen. I can do that. I can click that button. Camp buildings allow you to expand your army and give you access to important information. Most camp buildings can be improved in your workshop. These improvements will give you access to stronger units, thus easing your journey down the line. Okay. Enter the workshop. Is that it? Workshop. Here you can build and improve camp buildings. To improve your camp buildings, you must first collect the appropriate quantity of gold and wood. For your journey, you'll definitely need access to a regional map, but to get it, you first need to improve your royal tent. Upgrade the royal tent to level 2. Check your main objectives and official correspondence here. Provides access to a map of your current region. That is hella expensive. Oh no, there we go. Alright. Thanks to this improvement, you now have access to the regional map, which you can open from the main game screen. The workshop itself can also be improved. With each subsequent improvement, you will gain access to new, stronger units. Go to the command tent to view your army. Is that this one here? Command tent, alright. Holy crap. In the command tent, you can create units and build your army from available cards, right? So we're building a deck here, essentially. Improving this building will increase your army's recruit cap, allowing you to use stronger units. Cards currently in your deck are displayed on the left-hand side, and currently all the cards I have available, which at least is good because that means when I get more cards I can have a proper look at which I would want to replace. Rather than already having to do that now, like building a deck, but anyway. All cards available for you to create and place in your deck are displayed on the main screen. Can I have like different... I'm not sure, like different decks or maybe something like that would be useful, maybe. Anyway, sure. You can gain access to the new cards by upgrading your training grounds and workshop, as well as through certain story-related tasks. Grayed out cards are available, but have not yet been created. You must first create them before you can include them in your deck. That makes sense. The deck must contain a minimum of 25 cards, while not exceeding your army's recruit cap. Currently, your recruit cap sits at 125 points. Why is that? No idea. To create new cards, you need a particular resource, recruits. You can gain recruits at conscription posts, which are marked on the map with a helmet icon, as well as through certain story-related tasks. You received additional resources to craft a Wagenburg card. Craft one now. Which was that? A Wagenburg card. Hold on, which one is he pressing? In this little menu screen here? That one. Wagenburg. So I've got none of these, apparently? It says times 0, but I'm... Oh, right, I see. We got one in the deck already. Whoa, we got 5 of these. What in the world? Okay, sure. Order. Damage all units on an enemy row by this unit's armor amount, then lose all armor. Gain 1 armor whenever a card appears on this row. Order, I guess, is something you do... triggered by... Yeah, manually by the player. Units of order cannot be used for 1 turn after being placed on the battlefield, so they've got, yeah, a turn of cooldown, essentially. Whereas artifacts can be used immediately. Armor absorbs... Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, and I can recruit it from here, too. Is there another way to recruit it? No, you actually have to go in here. Alright. Sure. Okay. Add Wagenburg to your deck. You can now view and create new cards or return to the main game screen to continue your journey. So how many cards of each one can I have in my deck? Because some of them have times 5. Some of them times 2. I'm guessing these ones, because they're gold and they're single, because they're unique, I guess. Alright. That would be good to know, wouldn't it? How many cards can I have of each one? Let's see, this Lyrian Arbalest, we've got 5 of already. I cannot recruit anymore, so I'm guessing that means you can only have 5. I wonder where I would find what the limit is. Can I have more of this Wagenburg? Oop, didn't mean to take you out, I'm afraid, sorry. Okay, interesting. Well, I think we're going to probably stick to what we got right now, because I don't know how good cards currently are, but we can have a look at all of them at least. The Lyrian Banner, whatever that means. Permanent Resilience. Status that allows a card to remain on the board at round end, then restores it to base power if boosted. Okay. How do you boost something? When Meve used her ability, reduce her cooldown by 1. Order, move to the other row. Okay. Yeah, I know what a cooldown is, and then we know what the order is. Move to the other row. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Fortitude, tonic boosting it by 10. That's pretty good. Okay, so that's what boosting is. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. This is going well. I'm learning. Reynard Odo. This is the crazy card we unlocked, so I guess we did get him in this as well. That's cool. Deploy, give 1 charge to units with depleted order. Trigger this when played. Charge the number of times an order ability can be used. Okay, 1 charge. Order and ability trigger. Okay. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. So if I were to, let's see, what has an order? This thing. We could give it a charge. It's only got 1 charge right now. We give another charge, you can do this again. Play the top Blitz card unit from your deck. Okay, so now we know what Blitz is. Well, we don't know what Blitz is yet, but I'm assuming it's the faction. So all these cards are probably Blitz. Nope, not all of them. The Wagenburg isn't, the Field Medic isn't. Okay, right, well, that was Reynard Odo. Deploy, okay, we know what Count Caldwell. It's a pretty solid unit, that one. The War Wagon. Deploy, spawn 2 light infantry on the right. Okay. It's also got strength of 8 already, which is pretty solid. I cannot create any more of this. I didn't even give it the option, which is interesting. Light infantry is 2 strength. Order, move to the other row. Death Wish, damage a random enemy by 5, but I guess it dies from Death Wish. Move from the battlefield to the graveyard. Note, units that are banished are not sent to the graveyard, okay. Spawn, add a card to the game. Yeah, okay, I get that. I get that. Okay. The Lyria and Arbalest, we haven't actually seen. Oh, yeah, we have. That's that one, alright. So this card works really well with having lots of small cards, I guess, or shitty cards, or things that spawn, like the War Wagon. Alright, Lyrian Scytheman, this is the one we've already seen as well. The Regiment Drummer, play the top Blitz unit from your deck, we saw that one just now. Then we got the Wagenburg, which we've already seen as well. I'm gonna have to go through all this again when I actually get into another fight, but... The Rivian Pikeman. Summon all copies of this unit. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So it's a pretty shitty card, but you put tons of these in your deck. I've only got 2, actually. Really? Hold on, so what is this 3, what is this 5? The 3 is the power, what is the 5 exactly then? I have no idea. There's no cost or something, is there? Because you play a card per turn, there's no mana or something, there's no resources. I don't know what that means exactly right now. And then there's the Field Medic. Play a random ally from your graveyard. Okay. Sounds good. Right, I don't know what this means. I don't know what the 5... I think... Oh, didn't mean to take you out. Get back in there, son. 10. Is that like the level of the card and 9 is the strength? Nah, surely not. Because that would mean this thing... I don't know. I don't know! I don't know what it means. Oh, maybe it's one of these... Oh, maybe it's this. It's how many resources it adds to the... Yeah, that's what it is. Right, gotcha. So the strength is still the top left thingy. So he's strength 10 if I play him, but he takes 9 resources. Oh, yeah, there you go. It's the resource icon. He takes 9 resources to put into the deck. Okay, so we definitely, I think Rivian and Pikeman are really solid. You might want to make more of these, except I can't. Unless I can't do that from there. No, you just can't. You straight up can't get any more of these guys. So they have 3 strength. You play one of them, you get 2, which... I mean, it's good for... the Lyrian Arbalest, but it just overall isn't a particularly great strong card. But we don't have anything else we can really do, so... I mean, there's really not much we actually can do. Can we? This War Wagon, can't have any more of those. This thing we can. No, we can't either. It's open, but I can't actually click it. So I don't know what that means exactly. Maybe it said, like, you can look at your cards, but you can't do anything, because maybe you'll ruin it. No, we can build another Wagenburg. Oh god, I don't know. How much armor has he got? Oh, and nothing to start with, but he gains armor whenever a card appears on this row. Okay. We can't build anything else. I think it just lets me build that because we already built a couple of those. I don't know. Let's just stick to this deck for the moment. It sounds good to me. You can now take a look at your other camp buildings to familiarize yourself with your functions, or you can return to the main game screen to continue your journey. Have a look. What is this? The Royal Tent. We got the Mess Tent, and we got the Workshop again. So look at the Royal Tent. In the Royal Tent, you can view letters and maps you've received so far, as well as keys and car fragments. The Royal Tent screen can also be accessed from the main game screen by pressing the knapsack icon. Got ourselves some letters. Your Highness, artisans from Gradobor even, have prepared a new tapestry pattern for the throne room. I've included an engraving of the design. You'll be pleased with it, I hope. A Cintrian lion inherited from King Coram I. Bared fangs offer stunning realism, and the ancestral sword of the Delans of Temeria appears as it forged in the very depths of Mahakam. I've no doubt it shall prove the castle's latest masterpiece. We eagerly await your return, my lady. Gustave Perrault, Royal Steward. Okay. And the letter from King de Demavend. Dear Meve, you've my gratitude for attending the summit. What luck we did not put off meeting any longer. From what my men say, armies on the march are kicking up veritable dust storm across the Yaruga. Come what may, remember, you have my full and unconditional support. Best wishes, Demavend. I'm gonna mess up names and stuff. I'm not too well acquainted with the Witcher universe, I'm not gonna lie. I played the first one several times, never finished it. And I'm not gonna play the other ones until I finish the first one, so I gotta do it eventually. We got some reports. Noted increased Nilfgaardian activity in foothills of Amel Mountain and near Riedbrunn. Ambassador claims routine training exercises. Number of troops, quality of equipment indicate otherwise. Recommend strengthening border forces and tripling patrols along Yaruga. And the Strays of Spalla, a bandit group formed after revolt in dungeons of Spalla Castle. Mainly pickpockets, racketeers, and cut purses and assassins. Armed with slings, daggers, instruments of torture stolen from Spalla. Headman's axes, saws, and hammers. Cleverer and bolder than common bandits, attack heavily armed convoys, noblemen's mansions, unable to determine the identity of the group's leader. Alright, we got a map actually, that's that one. We got no keys, no card fragments. Alright, cool. I like this. I like this a lot. The mass tent. You can talk with your companions in the mess tent even. Give them a little bit of your time and you may just learn a secret or two. What about 6? Is this the Grey Rider? Whoever he may be. Alright, let's talk to Raynar first.
A bit of respite, Reynard.
Yes. But if you've any new orders, Your Grace, I can be ready at any...
At ease, Reynard. At ease.
Willem is not suited to be king. It's not worrisome sitting alone. So Willem is our son. Let's start with this.
Don't you find it wearisome sitting alone? Wouldn't you prefer another's company? Swapping tales with the innkeep, even?
Your concern, I most appreciate, Your Grace. But I prefer silence.
Has it always been thus with you? Ever a man apart?
Quite the contrary, Your Grace. As a youth, I gloried in company. Delighted in conversation.
So what was it that changed you?
That delight nearly cost me my head. But do you truly not know the tale, milady? How I came to be your departed husband's aide?
Oh, here we go.
I don't. But would gladly hear it.
I had but 20 winters behind me when I enlisted. Yet I was granted the rank of lieutenant from the start. Not by merit, but by birth. The respect of veteran officers, both my peers and seniors, that they could not grant. Nor did I deserve it. To earn that respect became my driving aim. And to seem wise beyond my years, I began spouting off about the king's decisions. This maneuver Reginald botched. That he failed to think through. And yet elsewhere he'd blundered like a schoolboy.
For Reginald to err wasn't unheard of. Doomed to end badly, that I dare say. Okay, so he's talking shit about the king, basically. Doomed to end badly, that I dare say.
Talk of that nature could only ever result in misfortune.
It was not long before I was clanking about in shackles. Another officer had reported me. I was charged with lèse-majesté. The court-martial took but a quarter of an hour to deliver verdict and sentence. I was guilty of treason, and the noose awaited me. But Reginald first stayed the execution, then ordered that I repeat every word I'd uttered about his person or deeds. Soaked with sweat, my voice cracking, I did as he ordained. Reginald listened, raptly and silently, and when I'd finished, he declared I was right. He then appointed me his personal aide. A clever lad like you, I can always use at my side.
Indeed. Though hardly sharp himself, wisdom in others Reginald both recognized and heeded.
It was then I swore 2 things. Firstly, never again to wag my tongue like a fool. Secondly, never to betray his trust.
And you never did. Know what he told me moments before he passed? Trust none of them, Meve. Save Reynard. The old sod was right about that, at least. I thank you for sharing that tale, Reynard. Truly.
Alright, well, let's talk shit about our son.
Alas. I've come to fear Willem might simply not be cut out to be a king, let alone a good one.
A harsh judgment, Your Grace. Let's not be hasty. The prince is but 16 summers to him.
And is thus fully grown. The crown he should be able to bear at his age. Yet I left the land in his care for but a few months, and look what's become of it. Bandits roam and loot unchecked.
We might yet learn of mitigating circumstances. Events beyond his control.
Would that it were so, Reynard. Would that it were so. Elsewise we must hope Ansaeus will demonstrate more wit than his brother. Though I see little chance of that either.
Alright. I must go.
It's time I attended to other matters.
That didn't give me any secrets at all. But maybe the Grey Rider will. Oh, what is this? Never mind. Total time... this is a current map. Okay, we spent some time. We didn't do any quests. Didn't do any puzzles. Haven't won any standard battles. We have found one golden chest. Alright, let's get out of here and go into the workshop again. I want to see what I can upgrade here. Increase the number of trinkets Meve can equip to free. Don't know what that means. I can't do this right now. I probably shouldn't go that low on resources right away. Mess tents. Place where you can share stories with your comrades. Okay. Okay, use scouts to mark the location of treasure and resource on your regional map. Ooh. That could be a good investment. The thing is, if I search well enough, I could probably find everything myself anyway, but this would certainly make things easier. Whether I want to put that much resources into that right now, though, I think it might be worth it, honestly. Gain between 25 to 75 gold for every battle won. Okay, so we could get some, start grinding early, I suppose. Gain 1 recruit after every battle won. Both seem pretty good, honestly. Enables you to create new support units in the command tent. A war wagon. Oh, okay, so we already have that one available, don't we? But we can get more of them, I guess. Crushing trap and forager. Well, I'm not going to get this right now, but it's still worth it. I can't even afford it right now, actually. Increase Meve's movement on the map by 5%. Is that really that useful? Why would you want that? I mean, it speeds things up, but does she encounter less fights or something if you do that? I don't know. I'm sure there's a good reason for it. So yeah, we can only really... I mean, we can... Oh, we can't even... Never mind, we haven't got enough resources for this. And I can't get that until I... Wait, so why can't I get this then? I certainly have enough resources. Camp structure require... Okay, so I gotta build this training grounds one before I... Ah, okay, gotcha. Well, in that case, I think we are gonna straight up make this then. Because I would like to get this, but this is very expensive. Well, we are almost there gold-wise, but... I think having this is probably a good idea. Normally, I don't really put a lot of stock in this, but I think having all the treasures and resources on my regional map might help me a lot. Which means I can't afford this anymore, but I don't think I would have wanted to do that anyway, so that's alright. Right. I can't save the game from here. Oh, nope, that's just throwing me back in here. Alright. Remember that you can open your map by clicking on the compass rose icon on the left side of the screen. Okay, let's have a look. What wouldn't the compass rose? Is this? Alright. Primary task is marked with an exclamation point. To see what awaits you next, scroll through the map. Okay then. Your primary task is marked with an... Oh yeah, we just read that. Okay, so we gotta go over here. I don't see... Oh god, this is quite large actually. This is only the current place as well, isn't it? Like scouts? What does that do exactly? 50 bucks for scouts, whatever that means. I don't think I want to really spend 50 gold on that right now. I purchased that thing, it doesn't show me anything really. It's supposed to show me all the treasures and such, but I don't see anything right now. So this is my inventory. Right, that's this. Okay, gotcha. Cool, well, I think I'm going to end the first episode here, if you guys don't mind. This is pretty fun so far. I'm excited to play more. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the first episode of Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. Until next time, have a good day, and goodbye.